Okay, so this is my program. The first thing it's going to do is going to start loading the addresses into register 4 for result. Go through that. Next, it's going to load to register 2 the size of the list, which is right here, in 40, which is n. Next, it's going to add the offset of 8 into R3, which is the beginning of the list, which is 44. Right here, the first number is 4. Next, it's going to load the actual number 4 from the address that's in 3 into R0. So, you can see 4 is now in R0. Next, it's going to branch into the small subroutine. First thing it's going to do in this subroutine is from R2 it's going to subtract one number. So now it's currently at 8, and running it, so subtract 1, so that's at 7. The next part of the program is the branch equals. So it's going to see if it's equal to 0, if R2 is equal to 0 from the last statement, and it is going to go to done if it is, which is at 34 right there, but it's not because it's now at 7. So the next thing it's to do, it's going to get the next number and store the address into R3, which should be 5. It's going to load that number 5 into R1. See, it's 5 right now. It's going to compare R0 and R1, which is 4 and 5. 4 should be smaller. Check that. And since it's branch less equals, since 4 is smaller, it's going to go right back up to 14. And it's going to repeat this cycle over again. Now, what's now stored is 3 in R1, which is now smaller than 4, which is stored in R0. So when it goes to compare the branch less equals, it should go into move, which is going to move 3 into, which is in R1, into R0, which is now 4. So running that, 3 is now in R0. And now it's just going to keep back going through the small subroutine, going through all these numbers, doing the same process over again. Now the smallest number that I have in here is 1, which is stored at 54. So when this is all over, this should store 1 into R0. See, it takes some time because R2 is at 2 right now. It's now back at 1. R0 has 1, and since now, you see right there, since when it got subtracted and does the branch equals to 0, it's now equal to 0, and it's going to go down to done. So now I'm going to store the address of the smallest number, and when it's done storing, it'll go into end, which is just going to branch to itself over and over again, which is now the end of the program. Go to memory. Can I see all this? There's 1 right there, and there's all the other storage, all the other numbers as well. Under this, you can see where all the registers stored. 9 was in the list, R0 has 1, and that should be it.